To anybody that watches me over the course of all my weird videos I put on the internet, you can use that to categorize me as anything you want. You can call me a video game enthusiast, a news reporter, a GTA Online stan, a pixel shit talker. It's all fine with me, you do you. But, all that I ask of you is that whatever you decide to call me, at the end of that, just put GameStop Look, because, besides all the games that I, grew up playing, this store was a fundamental part of the reason that I grew to love video games so much. You see, growing up, going to GameStop was like a short trip to heaven on earth. I was always just dumbfounded at seeing an entire store from top to bottom covered in video game products. It was like living a dream in reality. This was when I was really young though, so that dream was immediately crushed every time I asked my mom for a new game and she said hell no. I played a lot of used games for years. GameStop used to be my top 5 favorite places to shop at, like, anyone old enough to remember the glory days of the store. Like, people used to camp outside of the store in these long ass lines at midnight just for a new game release. Now, the only thing you're camping out for is that time you gotta wait on PlayStation when you pre-order a game digitally. The experience got nerfed. Obviously, this is just a product of our time period. I mean, we are getting more advanced, more lazy, more fat, we're literally turning into the Wall-E movie. So with that grows less of the need for physical game stores like GameStop, since, people can just order what they need online and go on about their day without ever leaving the crib. It's just too convenient. So for the past decade or so, GameStop's physical stores have been on a steady decline in popularity, all because of that. They did have a little surge when their stock skyrocketed in 2021 or some crazy shit. I'm pretty sure everyone was eating that day. But their downfall is something that everyone knows about and is seeing in real time. It's sad to see, but GameStop for the most part has been continuing business as usual for the past few years. Well, unfortunately, any doubts that people had about GameStop's future just grew a little more in the last day. You see, GameStop just got a new CEO literally yesterday named Ryan Cohen after the last dude got fired for being whack, I guess, I don't know. And after being appointed, this new guy sent out a memo to all the GameStop employees worldwide as like an opening statement, and in his memo, he states, "Our job is to make sure GameStop is here for decades to come. Extreme frugality is required. Every expense at the company must be scrutinized under a microscope and all waste must be eliminated." Now, you might be thinking that wasting money is always a bad thing no matter what stage of business you're in, and you'd be totally right to think that. Somebody should go back in time and let THQ know that. But the fact that the CEO himself describes the expenses needing to be looked at as extreme frugality just goes to show how dire GameStop is financially right now. This much emphasis on wasting money goes to show that, even little mistakes can set the company back enough to hold them at risk, which, just sucks to see. And it really makes sense when you think about how GameStop makes its money. Obviously the company isn't producing its own games, but only reselling them at retail price with low margin of profit from that. They reportedly get more money from pre-owned titles and other merchandise since they can get a better markup price on those products. Now, I don't know how true all that is. I got that info from Google, so if my math is wrong, you can blame your local search engine. But combine all of that with the company's decline in physical stores, then you've just got yourself a recipe for disaster at some point down the line. But I guess the silver lining in the situation is that they still do get a good amount of business online like a lot of modern retailers. And I feel like even if their physical stores do go down at some point, they might be able to have a shot at surviving as an online retailer if they continue to improve their site and lower the shipping costs. I think it's like $9, and that is just crazy. Either way though, there's no denying the fact that GameStop is in a crucial situation right now when only time will tell how much time the company has left to operate. Hopefully it will be for a long time so that we can continue to enjoy GameStop as an amazing video game store. So what do you guys think about GameStop and, this decline that they're on right now? Feel free to comment down below. And as always, if you like on the video, subscribe if you haven't already. And I'll see you on the next one.